Yeah, I'll start doing that. Okay, all right. So we're gonna get into. I think Spring Day is up next, and I kind of want to go into this blind. I know this song means a lot to everybody, and I know that it's been on the charts for an insane amount of time, and that's pretty much about it. Whenever I get a long paragraph talking about Spring Day in my comment section, I'm sorry, I just don't read it because I don't want it to be given away completely. But I know a lot of people have put a lot of time and thought in these comments about this song, but I don't want to ruin it. There's a couple of them that like people kind of are really into and are very excited to share, which is beautiful. You know, I do appreciate that. You know, when somebody really wants to share something that means personal to them with me, I don't take that lightly. It means a lot to me, and as it should. You know, if it's something deeply personal to you and you want to share that with me, like it's such a beautiful gift, you know, especially to a guy like me that just really appreciates and tries to feel the music. But what do you say we get right on into this? Let's switch over here and let's see what Spring Day is all about. Did I go here? Let's go back here. So I guess this is going to be the music video. All right, cool. We got emojis in chat, so no spoilers. A lot of purple hearts. I'm seeing a lot of purple hearts. All right, here we go. My mind, body, and soul is ready. Let's see what all the hype's about. Again, snow. There's a lot of snow and not today. Train sound effects.
보고 싶다. 이렇게 말하니까 더 보고 싶다. 너의 사진을 보고 있어도 보고 싶다. 너무 약속한 시간. 나는 우리 겁니다. 이제 얼굴 한번 보는 것조차 힘들어진 우리가. 여긴 온통 겨울뿐이야. 8월에도 겨울이 와. 마음은 시간에 달려가네. 홀로 남은 설국 열차. 네 손잡고 지구 반대편까지 가. 겨울을 끝내봐. 그리움들이 얼마나 눈치를 내려야 그 봄날이 올까.
거울 떠드는 작은 먼지처럼 작은 먼지처럼 날리는 눈이 날아내.
I don't like them when they're isolated. They're all sad in their way. Miss somebody.
아니면 내가 변한 건지. 이 순간 흐르는 시간조차 우리가 변한 거지 뭐 모두가 그런 거지 뭐. 그래 늙다 네가 넌 떠났지만 단 하루도 널 잊은 적이 없었지. 나 솔직히 보고 싶은데
Reminds me of like the bedroom floor.
그게 널 원망하기보단 덜 아프니까.
널 풀어내본다 연기처럼 하얀 연기처럼 말로는 지운다 해도 사실 난 아직 날 보내지 못하는데. 눈꽃이 떨어져요 또 조금씩 멀어져요. 보고 싶다 보고 싶다 보고 싶다 보고 싶다. 얼마나
tied to the BU somehow. Something on the clothes. Yeah, they're sad about something. Add a lie dynamic here. Oh man, that face. Shoes on the tree. What? All right. I'm gonna I don't want to read that just yet because I don't want to. Okay, let me give my thoughts on the song without having any real idea of what that is. There's a lot of things happening, and I know these videos, like, nothing is really random. Everything has some sort of meaning. Nothing is just like, oh, that's a cool wide angle shot or whatever. Let's just throw that in to look cool. Like, that's just not how they do music videos. Like, everything is super detail orientated and like has some sort of meaning to it. From a lyrical standpoint, it seemed like they're missing somebody, possibly the loss of a relationship or a loved one or something, but then they talk about meeting up again. There are some reoccurring themes I'm seeing here in the video. Obviously, the song Spring Day, everything is winterized, like it's a winter. I think they're longing towards, you know, a changing of season or some kind of change. Maybe that means something. They keep walking towards this restaurant, Omalades or Omalas or something. I think that might mean something. I think it's a restaurant. It looks like a diner almost. The train, obviously, there's some kind of theme happening with the train. I don't know what that's all about. I do know in previous videos I've seen from BTS, you know, like when they're together, like they're having a great time. You know, like that birthday scene, they throw the cake and everything. They seem to be having a pretty good time then. But then they'll like single themselves out, and they'll be like one of them just sitting there holding a sparkler, just looking sad or whatever. So I don't know if this has something to do with them, you know, being apart, and then when they're together, they're happy. That might have something to do with something. The musical standpoint, I mean, I really enjoy the progression of this song. It feels like it's pulling in your heartstrings, just the way that they're kind of manipulating the frequency, that little melody that's going through the whole thing. I really like the way that it swung back up, and they actually added a live band towards the end of the song. Made everything feel a little bit more intense. It feels kind of like a sad song. Like I know that they're sad about something, possibly the loss of a relationship or a loved one or something, or possibly a death or something, because at the end they throw those shoes on the tree. Maybe somebody passed and they're talking about that. I don't know, man. I tried to pull that's just kind of what I'm getting my first time reading the lyrics and watching this video. I'm sure there's a million other things, and like I said, these videos they're incredibly detailed. No scene nothing is frivolous. Everything has some sort of deep meaning to it. So I must be missing a ton. I must be missing a ton. It feels sad, and some of their faces are just heartbreaking. Like you can just tell, like they're deeply troubled by something. The guys are deeply troubled by something. Like they're consoling each other. A lot of shots of winter. This train has something to do with something, and trains is also a recurring theme in their stuff. This is a cool shot too. I believe he comes off the train and then he's going into that diner or restaurant. Yeah, like right here, they're all together, so they're all throwing, you know, they're having like a food fight or something. They seem to be having fun. Yeah, I mean, they're smiling.
작은 먼지처럼
Interesting. There's a lot of wide open spaces too. I wonder if that means anything. Like, they're deeply troubled by something. All right, I'm definitely missing a lot. I must be missing a lot of what's happening here. Are the leaves like coming back on? Are they flowing back on? What is that? Maybe it's just a camera effect that means nothing. I don't know. Maybe I'm just digging too much into this. I don't know, man. I know that there's more to this that I'm just not getting. So we're gonna watch. I'm assuming the explanation video is next. Okay. Maybe I'm wrong on everything I just said. I don't know. I'm just trying to be as honest as I can about hearing this for the very first time, knowing that it means a lot to people for some reason, and knowing that they are very detailed with their videos and nothing is shot for nothing. You know, like everything has a meaning to it. All right, let's see what the hell all of this means.
Benvenuti nel mio canale. Oggi analizzeremo insieme il video della canzone Spring Day dei BTS. Spring Day è uno dei brani del nuovo repackage album Wings You Never Walk Alone. Se fate attenzione potete notare come il logo dell'album sia composto da 4 nastri gialli.
The yellow ribbons, where's that?
Il nastro giallo è un simbolo universale, infatti lo trovate anche fra le emoji di WhatsApp. Può avere vari significati, ma per lo più è associato a coloro che attendono il
Can I get this louder? No, I can't.
di una persona cara. Rientra nella categoria dei nastri della consapevolezza usati per esprimere sostegno a favore di cause e campagne civili. In particolare in Corea del Sud è stato usato come simbolo in memoria delle vittime del naufragio del traghetto Sewol, che avvenne il 16 aprile del 2014 e portò alla morte di 304 persone, la maggior parte delle quali studenti in gita scolastica. I BTS hanno recentemente fatto una donazione ai genitori delle vittime di questa tragedia, ma di questo parleremo più avanti. Ci sarebbe moltissimo da dire sulla questione, in particolare sul comportamento inaccettabile dell'equipaggio.
In particular, the unacceptable behavior of the ship's crew and coast guards. So there's some sort of ship accident. 300 plus people died.
La nave della Guardia Costiera o sulla corruzione e negligenza del governo.
You know what, hold on. Maybe is there a different screen I can go to? Hold on a second. Display capture. Does this one work? Yeah, let's... Oh, fuck. I can't do that. Damn it. I'll have to resize everything. Whatever. Let's resize everything. Should I resize everything? No, I shouldn't resize everything. It's just so small. Okay, sorry, I didn't know. Let me see here. Please stop, read the notes. Stop, read the notes. All right, okay, all right. I'm stopping to read the notes. I'm gonna resize here. Well, while I do that, let me just pull this back here. I'm gonna resize this thing, and I'm gonna read the notes. Let me see here. Sorry, just bear with me for 1 second. This is just gonna take a second. I just think this is gonna be a better viewing experience for everybody. And we'll read the notes. This way we can see it, because I'm assuming that things are really tiny for you guys. Okay, so for whatever reason, there was some kind of ship accident. Is this gonna work? Sorry, I wasn't expecting to do this, so I wasn't planning on it. There we go. Do one of these. I'm gonna move the chat box just up to right about there. Oh, let's do one of these. Yeah, let's do one of those. Make it really tiny. All right, let's go back and read these notes, like everybody is saying, just because I want to be able to see this in the best possible light. All right, let's read the notes here. Should I read it? I thought we were watching the thing. All right. Since this song, aka The Queen, came out as stayed in the Korean charts, never once leaving, it makes a comeback over the top every comeback BTS has. The only song ever to stay on Korean charts for 5 years straight. I knew it was on the charts for a while. 5 years seems to be pretty intense. This song is an incredible, reflective, and meaningful song about love, loss, and yearning to create a heartfelt song that touches many. The song especially provided a lot of comfort to Koreans, especially the youth, for its message and imagery allude to the Sewol Ferry tragedy. The members were asked in an interview in 2020 if Spring Day is about a specific event, and Jin replied, "It's about a sad event, and as you said, it's about longing." And also said that Spring Day really represents him personally. "I like to look at the past and be lost in it." BTS has since used the song to comfort ARMY during the course of a pandemic, saying spring will come again. Okay. Okay. All right. Spring Day explained trigger warning. The theory video goes into heavy detail about the Sewol Ferry tragedy that ended the lives of 304, the most being students. Why are most of them students? Due to the negligence and who are further wronged by corruption. Due to the negligence, what? Be sure to take this at your own speed, pause and read slowly, and do not worry about us viewers. Take care of yourself first. The fuck are we getting into? All right, I'm starting this over. Hopefully this is a better viewing experience with the subtitles and everything. All right. Okay.
Benvenuti nel mio canale. Oggi analizzeremo insieme il video della canzone Spring Day dei BTS. Spring Day è uno dei brani del nuovo repackage album Wings You Never Walk Alone. Se fate attenzione potete notare come il logo dell'album sia composto da 4 nastri gialli.
Okay.
Il nastro giallo è un simbolo universale, infatti lo trovate anche fra le emoji di WhatsApp. Può avere vari significati, ma per lo più è associato a coloro che attendono il ritorno di una persona cara. Rientra nella categoria dei nastri della consapevolezza usati per esprimere sostegno a favore di cause e campagne civili. In particolare in Corea del Sud è stato usato come simbolo in memoria delle vittime del naufragio del traghetto Sewol, che avvenne il 16 aprile del 2014 e portò alla morte di 304 persone.
But what happened that made that it was mostly
parte delle quali studenti in gita scolastica. I BTS hanno recentemente fatto una donazione ai genitori delle vittime di questa tragedia, ma di questo parleremo più avanti. Ci sarebbe moltissimo da dire sulla questione, in particolare sul comportamento inaccettabile dell'equipaggio della nave e della guardia costiera o sulla corruzione e negligenza del governo e della stampa, ma mi limiterò a riportare le vicende più gravi connesse al video di Spring Day. Osserviamo la scena iniziale del video. Vi si trova in una stazione che in Corea non è più in funzione da molti anni, ma si inginocchia appoggiando le orecchie sulle rotaie per sentire se il treno stia arrivando. Se ascoltiamo bene, però, possiamo sentire il segnale sonoro di una nave.
Yeah, you definitely... Was it a ship? It sounded like a train. All right, students were going on a trip. That's why there were so many of them. Oh, it does sound like a ship.
Dopo, l'inquadratura segue un treno immaginario su dei binari vuoti. Il treno traghetto non arriverà mai e vi finirà per camminare tristemente in mezzo alle rotaie. Queste scene rappresentano il sentimento dei parenti e degli amici delle vittime.
Oh, shit.
Aspettarsi di veder comparire da un momento all'altro i propri cari come se nulla fosse successo, ma anche la loro richiesta a lungo inascoltata di riportare a terra il traghetto.
She said she was unable to stay home and without the thought of her daughter still being under... Oh my god! Oh my god. Oh my thing. All right, hold on a second. I gotta fix this. Jesus. Okay, I see. I'm starting to see some stuff here. The fuck. Sorry, I wasn't planning on doing this. Now I just want to make sure it's right. How do I do this? Is it shift? No. What the hell?
mai e vi finirà per camminare tristemente in mezzo alle rotaie. Queste scene rappresentano il sentimento dei parenti e degli amici delle vittime, l'aspettarsi di veder comparire da un momento all'altro i propri cari come se nulla fosse successo, ma anche la loro richiesta a lungo inascoltata di riportare a terra il traghetto che si trovava ancora negli abissi assieme ai corpi di 9 dispersi fino a pochi giorni fa. Le prime parole della canzone sono "mi mancate", mentre viene inquadrato il mare e Jimin che lo osserva. Poco dopo lo vediamo trovare delle scarpe sulla spiaggia e notate anche come sono rovinati i vestiti che indossa. La scena fa quindi riferimento agli indumenti delle vittime, sia quelli persi in mare che quelli come le scarpe che vedete lasciati sul molo come tributo nei giorni immediatamente successivi alla tragedia. Da qui arriviamo alla scena nella lavanderia. Jimin si tiene accanto le scarpe come a rappresentare un amico che non c'è più. Se i vestiti simboleggiano le vittime, gli oblò delle lavatrici ricordano quelli di una nave, quindi anche
Jesus, I knew it. Every little thing means something. Oh my.
Le lavatrici rappresentano il traghetto e i vestiti sono le persone intrappolate all'interno. I cestelli girano capovolgendosi, proprio come accadde al Sewol. Ascoltate cosa dice il testo della canzone in queste scene. Si riferisce all'ordine insensato che venne continuamente trasmesso ai passeggeri del Sewol e che fu una delle cause principali della loro morte. Sarebbe bastato saltare in mare per salvarsi. Solo in questi oblò che poi vengono inquadrati da vicino sono stati aggiunti degli adesivi con le istruzioni, dove non a caso l'unica frase leggibile è "Don't forget". Non dimenticare è uno degli slogan più usati per ricordare le tragedie, ma nel caso del naufragio del
Grown-ups are constantly telling us to forget and cheer up and remember our friends, just like please don't forget them. They were told to stay in place.
Sewol è un messaggio particolarmente significativo, perché alle famiglie delle
Because of victims' families and survivors, it was repeated to accept and forget what happened. The fuck happened?
vittime e ai ragazzi sopravvissuti fu più volte ripetuto di accettare e dimenticare l'accaduto. Guardate ora questa foto. Ritrae uno dei sommozzatori incaricato
Shows above the divers in charge of recovering the bodies of the victims inside the airlock. Jesus.
di recuperare i corpi delle vittime dentro la camera di decompressione. L'oblò non vi ricorda qualcosa? E quest'altra scena in cui Jin inserisce la moneta per far partire la lavatrice si riferisce chiaramente agli interessi economici.
Clearly refers to the economic interest in corruption. But how is there economic interest in a tragedy like this?
Camera di decompressione. L'oblò non vi ricorda qualcosa? E quest'altra scena in cui Jin inserisce la moneta per far partire la lavatrice si riferisce chiaramente agli interessi economici e alla corruzione che sono stati la reale causa dell'incidente. Per farvi capire questa e le scene successive, devo fare una breve pausa e spiegare alcune dinamiche della tragedia. Il naufragio del Sewol fu causato dal peso eccessivo dovuto a delle modifiche illegali effettuate alla nave, che però aveva comunque ottenuto una licenza di circolazione. Alcuni membri del governo furono
Somehow members of the government have been accused of having the financial interest in the company that owns the ferry. So, okay, so they overstocked the ferry. They put too much cargo on there. Maximum recommended was 987 tons. Actual cargo was 3,608 tons. What the
accusati di avere interessi finanziari nella società proprietaria del traghetto, ma le indagini furono portate avanti in modo poco trasparente.
The investigations were conducted in a way that lacked transparency.
E alla fine molti dei reali responsabili rimasero impuniti.
Many of the real culprits have gone unpunished. Those who hide the truth are the real criminals. So it was financial.
Delle responsabilità più gravi pesano sulla Guardia Costiera.
Coast Guard, ok.
Giunta sul luogo dell'incidente, dopo aver recuperato quelli che per legge avrebbero dovuto mettere in sicurezza i passeggeri, e cioè equipaggio e capitano, si premurò soltanto
Okay, only took care of their... What? Am I reading this?
Guardia Costiera. Giunta sul luogo dell'incidente, dopo aver recuperato
Coast Guard stopped trying to rescue people? After rescuing the crew and the captain? What about the fucking people?
quelli che per legge avrebbero dovuto mettere in sicurezza i passeggeri.
The Coast Guard did nothing and mercilessly circled around the sinking ferry? What?
e cioè equipaggio e capitano, si
Only took care to prevent civilian boats came to... Sorry, this is going kind of fast. I'm trying to read
pesano
it
sulla
all.
guardia costiera.
Coast Guard must answer for the questions. Coast Guard once arrived at the wreck
Sul
scene.
luogo dell'incidente,
Coast Guard stopped trying to rescue the people
dopo aver recuperato quelli che per
after
legge
rescuing the crew and the
avrebbero dovuto
captain, who by law had responsibility of the passenger's safety. I hope the Coast Guard is answering for this shit.
mettere in sicurezza i passeggeri.
The Coast Guard did nothing and mercilessly circled around the sinking ferry. Why? Why?
E cioè equipaggio e capitano,
Only took care to prevent the civilian boat. Only took care to prevent the civilian boats came to the rescue from approaching the sinking ferry. So civilians came to the rescue. The Coast Guards didn't.
si premurò soltanto di impedire alle imbarcazioni civili accorse in aiuto di avvicinarsi.
Look at that dude.
Recuperato quelli che per legge avrebbero dovuto mettere in sicurezza i passeggeri, e cioè equipaggio e capitano, si premurò soltanto di impedire alle imbarcazioni civili accorse in aiuto di avvicinarsi.
Commercial fishing boats, make them retreat. Fucking do your job.
아까 낮에도 자기네들이 유리창이라도 깨가지고 한 사람이라도 구하려고 그랬더니 경찰이 못 깨겠다는
What?
거예요 그거를.
E nessuno dei soccorritori si introdusse.
The fuck? So civilians are trying to come in, trying to save people. Coast Guards are just swimming, circling around, their fingers up their ass, and the civilians are coming in trying to actually help, and the police are pushing them back. They're drowning before their eyes. And I believe the poor students, they were literally just told by their elders, who they have to respect, just to stay in place. Well, the crew and the captain jumped off and were rescued, and just let all the students just fucking drown? What the fuck?
La nave ruppe le finestre per liberare chi era intrappolato dentro. Alla fine
However, it's civilian fishing boats that save the passengers who haven't escaped yet. So some of the fishing boats are just like, nah, screw you guys. I'm just going to go save these people.
la maggioranza dei sopravvissuti fu salvata dai pescherecci che riuscirono ad avvicinarsi.
God damn it, that goes so fast.
E nessuno dei soccorritori si introdusse nella nave o ruppe le finestre per liberare chi era intrappolato
However, it's the civilian fishing boats that save the passengers who haven't escaped yet. Got it.
dentro. Alla fine la maggioranza dei sopravvissuti fu salvata dai pescherecci.
And the end, most of the survivors were rescued by fishing boats and able to get. And in the end, most of the survivors were rescued by fishing boats and able to get close. My question: why wouldn't they help them? Why isn't the Coast Guard and the police helping them? I mean, I understand this is a major ship, and as it's going down, there's going to be undertows and stuff like that, and it'd be very dangerous for these small boats to get near this giant boat that's sinking. You could literally capsize your own boat and drown yourself, but these people just can't sit here and watch these people drown. And why didn't the crew and the captain, why didn't they give these kids a fucking shot?
Riuscirono.
At this urgent moment, the Blue House keeps demanding the videos be seen so they can report to the president. In the end, most of the survivors are rescued by fishing boats. All right. Let me see here. Susie says the government was too slow in responding and kept them waiting. What in the actual fuck?
Avvicinarsi. E intanto la
Meanwhile, the ship continued to sink. There's like nothing left of the ship. Look at these people. They're just like the ship's going down. Like the pictures we saw in the beginning, it's flipped over. Like that ship is going down. It's not going to not sink. Like you should have been busting those windows out. You should have been doing everything you possibly can. There should have been lifeboats, just rafts all around this ship. All because of greed. All because they wanted to load more cargo to it and make more money. The almighty fucking dollar.
continuava ad affondare fino a che poche ore dopo
Until a few hours later, it became impossible to recover passengers without diving equipment. Yeah, you mean their bodies? God damn it.
divenne impossibile recuperare i passeggeri senza attrezzature per l'immersione. Nonostante ciò, la
Nevertheless, the press manipulated by the government that did not want to lose electoral consensus. Jesus.
stampa, manipolata dal governo che non voleva perdere consensi elettorali, riportava alla nazione rassicuranti notizie false.
조결 시도 중이다 이렇게 좀 보도가
And tried to approach the scene about 40 times. This was on the news. Okay.
나오고 있는데요. 이게 사실이 아니라면서요? 네.
I pochi giornalisti che si
The few journalists who came to the site were fired. Okay. Save my kid. Oh my god, my fucking heart breaks for this.
sul posto furono licenziati e subirono pressioni e censure da parte del governo. In queste immagini si vede chiaramente come la guardia costiera.
In this shooting, you can see the Coast Guard prevented and even sabotage recovery operations. Oh my. What the actual fuck?
E addirittura sabotato le operazioni di recupero di volontari esperti.
See how it looks. This, I don't think it just broke. It almost, yeah, it looks like it's being sawed off or possibly burned. What is this, some kind of rope? Must have been cut.
뭐
They're saying the weather is getting worse and it's not safe for divers. Are they trying to cover something up?
지금 이유야 뭐 기상 악화로 뭐 안전을 위한다고 그러지만 충분히 들어가려면 들어갈 수가 있거든요.
민간인들은 들어간대. 근데
Civilians say you can't. They can enter the water, but the Coast Guard say they cannot. So civilians are saying, "Hey, we can do this. We can enter the thing," but the Coast Guard and it seems that the government is basically trying to hide something here. And the poor parents, the poor loved ones, are basically saying, "I can't go home knowing my son, my daughter is under the water right now." Oh my god, that's a dive. The diving tubes, like where you get air. Why the fuck would they cut those? What? I missed something. They cut the diving tubes?
Addirittura sabotato le operazioni di recupero di volontari esperti.
Yeah, no, okay. Yeah, that didn't just snap. That didn't just like, no, that's clearly cut. There's clearly two lacerations right there and right there. It's not an even cut. It's two. What the
뭐 지금 이유야 뭐 기상 악화로 뭐 안.
So local people, divers don't go save people on their own. Awesome. Awesome. This is making me so angry.
위한다고 그러지만 충분히 들어가려면 들어갈 수가 있거든요.
민간인들은 들어간대. 근데 경찰은 못 들어간대. 아무것도 하는 게 없어요.
Potete quindi immaginare.
Damn it. You can imagine the anger, frustration, and helplessness of the victims' relatives who rushed to the scene. Exactly. They're fucking breaking down, man.
민간인들은 들어간대. 근데 경찰은 못 들어간대.
These poor people.
아무것도 하는 게 없어요.
Potete quindi
poor
immaginare
people.
la rabbia, la frustrazione e il senso di impotenza dei genitori accorsi sul posto, sapendo che i loro figli, forse ancora vivi,
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Oh. They could still be alive. There's air pockets in these ships. I didn't even think about that. I just assumed everybody was already dead. But god damn it. So these relatives, they're literally on the side. Knowing at any second that their sons, their daughters, their loved ones could be stuck in an air pocket and they could be slowly running out of air right now and they could be saved, but the government is saying no. Jesus.
le sacche d'aria stavano morendo a causa dell'inspiegabile mancanza di azione di chi doveva salvarli. Ritorniamo adesso alla scena nella lavanderia, dove l'orologio
All right, clock strikes 9:35. They're in the laundry room.
alle 9:35. Tra le 9:30 e le 9:45 le apparecchiature di comunicazione del Sewol
Between 9:30 and 9:45, communication equipment of Sewol stopped working. Okay. Why? Why would it stop working for 15 minutes? Did it start working? What's the deal with that?
misero di funzionare e l'equipaggio fu tratto in salvo mentre i passeggeri venivano abbandonati.
The crew was rescued while passengers were left to their fate. Well, maybe they could have been rescued if they weren't told to stay in place. Maybe they could have had a fighting shot.
al loro destino. Poi compare Suga seduto su una pila di vestiti che è praticamente identica all'installazione Person dell'artista francese Chris.
Oh, I feel like such a dick. I feel like such a dick. Ugh. Oh god, I made such an ugly joke. I said this reminds me of like my bedroom floor. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't know. I didn't know. Oh god, this all makes sense now.
Taschi che state vedendo. Rappresenta le persone che ci hanno lasciati. Nel video i vestiti sono circondati dall'oscurità che ricorda appunto gli abissi del mare. In quest'altra scena possiamo notare attaccati alla giostra decine di nastri gialli.
Oh, is that what they were?
Qui
Ribbons?
abbiamo un'altra prova di come l'intero video faccia riferimento al naufragio del Sewol, perché nei giorni successivi alla catastrofe tantissimi coreani mostrarono il proprio supporto alle famiglie coinvolte aderendo alla campagna dei nastri gialli. Luoghi e strade della nazione furono colorati di fiocchi giallo speranza. Anche la giostra non è stata inserita a caso. You'll Never Walk Alone è una canzone di scena di un musical di Broadway che
Oh, I didn't even notice that. It says you never walk alone. I completely missed that.
si chiama appunto Carosello, e viene eseguita in 2 momenti, per confortare la protagonista subito dopo il suicidio del marito, che era appunto un giostraio, e poi come incoraggiamento verso la loro figlia che sta affrontando l'ultimo anno di scuola. Quindi abbiamo di nuovo i temi del lutto e del conforto. Vedete l'albero dentro il cerchio di luci che rappresenta la giostra?
Okay. Yeah, I see it.
Simboleggia la vittima, ma anche il ciclo della vita, e questo ci ricollega anche all'albero della scena finale di Spring Day. E non è tutto. Questa canzone di scena è diventata l'inno ufficiale della squadra di calcio del Liverpool, che mostrò il suo sostegno
Which showed the support of the Yellow Ribbons campaign in the tweet you were
alla
seeing.
campagna dei nastri gialli con il tweet che state vedendo. Proprio il giorno prima dell'incidente del Sewol, il Liverpool aveva infatti celebrato l'anniversario di un altro grande disastro.
Liverpool FC has celebrated the anniversary of another major disaster. Okay.
Aveva fatto come da tradizione, cantando il suo inno You'll Never Walk Alone. Sto parlando della tragedia dello stadio di Hillsborough che provocò la morte di 96 persone, anche in questo caso molti dei quali ragazzi. Nel 2016 le famiglie delle vittime del Sewol hanno incontrato quelle delle vittime di Hillsborough, unendosi in una campagna comune. Questo perché in entrambi i casi la stampa corrotta riportò false notizie e i parenti delle vittime lottarono e lottano ancora per ottenere verità e giustizia.
돈도 필요 없고 보상도
Questo perché in entrambi i casi la stampa corrotta riportò false notizie e i
So Ferry victims. I didn't even hear about this. I didn't even know about this Ferry thing.
parenti delle vittime lottarono e lottano ancora per ottenere verità e giustizia.
돈도 필요 없고 보상도 필요 없고 심리치료 다 필요 없거든요. 그것만 해주시면 대한민국의 안전한 미래가 여러분들의 손에 달려 있다는 거 그거 하나만 명심해 주시고 제발 도와주시오.
This poor fucking guy.
Da tutto ciò capiamo che la scelta del titolo You Never Walk Alone non è stata affatto casuale. Un altro particolare è lo stato della giostra, arrugginita e rovinata proprio come le lamiere del Sewol sommerso, che è stato recuperato alcuni giorni fa poco dopo la caduta del governo. Oltre a collegarsi al titolo del musical, quindi, anche la giostra rappresenta la nave che trasportava gli studenti. Nelle scene successive del video credo sia stato rappresentato il momento della morte delle vittime. JK sta sognando, infatti indossa vestiti diversi. Corre cercando un'uscita e qualcosa non quadra, tutto trema, le tende svolazzano. Dopo aver attraversato la lavanderia, che come ho detto simboleggia l'inabissamento
Oh, that somehow symbolizes the sinking soul.
della nave, JK incontra gli altri membri del gruppo, ma qualche istante dopo si rivede dentro al treno traghetto. È come se la sua anima si fosse staccata dal corpo che è ancora lì sul mezzo di trasporto. Se notate, il treno sta attraversando un tunnel, un passaggio, che simboleggia appunto il momento del trapasso. La luce diminuisce e vediamo JK e Rap Monster che chiudono gli occhi e abbassano la testa nel tipico atteggiamento del lutto. Il fiammifero si spegne come le vite dei passeggeri del Sewol, ma ecco che si riaccende, compaiono anche gli altri membri e tutti si ritrovano sopra la pila di vestiti che adesso non è più negli abissi dell'oceano, ma raggiunge il cielo dove in genere tendiamo a immaginare le persone che ci hanno lasciati. A questo punto JK si risveglia e tutto il gruppo arriva a destinazione. Questo che state vedendo è un video realizzato in memoria delle vittime del
Now you're seeing a video made in memory of the Ferry's victims. Man, Italians talk fast. You guys get a lot of information out real fast. Okay, all right, let's continue. This I don't think. All right, let's keep going.
Che mi ha ricordato moltissimo la scena finale. Le scarpe appese ad un albero rappresentano qualcuno morto in circostanze tragiche e la solennità stessa della scena fa pensare che i ragazzi stiano porgendo il loro omaggio davanti a un monumento ai caduti. Ricordate le scarpe e i messaggi che vi ho mostrato? In questa possiamo leggere.
Here you can read, my dear friend, you bought you a beautiful pair of shoes. Your mom, sister, and brother are all waiting for you. Dude, I have that exact pair of sneakers. Oh man, this is just a tragedy all around. This is just sad. I feel I can't. You can't help but feel for him. You can pause and repeat anytime. All right. Thank you for bearing with me with all the pausing. They're going really fast here, and I just don't want to miss anything.
Tesoro, un tuo amico ti ha comprato un bellissimo paio di scarpe. La tua mamma, tuo fratello e tua sorella ti stanno aspettando. La scena trasmette un sentimento di memoria, solidarietà e conforto. Del resto l'intero video è studiato per dare questa sensazione. I colori sono tenui ma vividi, i luoghi sono liberi e aperti oppure chiusi ma accoglienti. L'atmosfera ispira una serenità pacata come la neve, inducendo anche al ricordo di dolci momenti passati, come la scena della festa di compleanno. I momenti che state vedendo adesso rappresentano infatti dei ricordi, perché sia Jin che V li fotografano per poterli riportare alla mente in futuro. L'insegna che vedete fa riferimento a questo libro, che parla di una festa dell'estate nella città utopica di Omelas, dove tutti vivono felici. Questa felicità però ha un prezzo. Un bambino deve vivere segregato in un luogo angusto, da solo e malnutrito, in una condizione che lo porterà presto alla morte. L'insegna in rosso che si...
The no vacancy sign light refers to the fact that being in society is restricted to only a few. What?
fotografano per poterli riportare alla mente in futuro. L'insegna che vedete...
Yeah, what is this? Omala's light sign refers to this book. All right, this is the thing I thought was like a diner. It reminds me of like a hotel or something.
Fa riferimento a questo libro che parla di una festa...
The Ones Who Walk Away from Omala's, which talks about the summer festival in utopian city of Omala's.
Dell'estate nella città utopica di Omelas, dove tutti vivono felici.
Where
Questa
everyone lives
felicità
happy.
però ha un prezzo. Un bambino deve vivere segregato in un luogo angusto, da solo e malnutrito,
The fuck?
in una condizione che lo porterà presto alla morte. L'insegna in rosso che significa...
There's the fact that well-being in the society restricted only if the no vacancy lighted sign refers to the fact that well-being in society is restricted to only a few. Huh.
al completo ci fa riflettere su come il benessere nella nostra società sia riservato solo ad alcuni. Il significato del racconto di Omelas può essere paragonato a quello del film Snowpiercer, a cui sia il testo che il video di Spring Day fanno riferimento. Lo Snowpiercer...
Yeah, I think RM said Snowpiercer. The Snowpiercer is a train that keeps moving around the Earth affected by a new ice age. Okay.
Un treno che continua a muoversi attorno alla Terra, colpita da una nuova era glaciale.
Means the society only accepts a few special people. That's what I was thinking, Suze. That's what I was thinking with the no vacancy. That's what I was getting at. Sorry, I'm just like digesting this information and not putting commentary into it because, well, one, it's kind of enraging the hell out of me. Yeah. I know this makes a lot of people sad, but this one's making me angry. I got a lot of thoughts about this whole thing that I'll express once we get towards the end of this video, but for now I just want to digest everything.
Gli uomini sopravvissuti si trovano su questo treno, che è diviso in classi sociali.
Hold on, now I gotta go back. God dang, the Italians are so fast. The Snowpiercer is the movie? I thought it was a train. All right, I'm going back again.
La nostra società si è riservato solo ad alcuni. Il significato del racconto di Omelas può essere paragonato a quello
Yeah, it says... Oh, it says right here, Snowpiercer is the movie. It's a train in the movie. Gotcha. Okay, I missed that. I need a drink after this. Oh my god. All right. Okay. All right. Let's keep going.
Snowpiercer, a cui sia il testo che il video di Spring Day fanno riferimento. Lo Snowpiercer è un treno che continua a muoversi attorno alla Terra, colpita da una nuova era glaciale. Tutti gli uomini sopravvissuti
Take a break and have some water. Yeah. So I thought this was possibly about like the ending of a relationship, like a breakup or something. Turns out it's about much more. I see the ton of DMs coming in on Discord, guys. I'll check them out after stream. I'm not ignoring you. Jesus, man. Yeah, I just need a minute to kind of collect my thoughts. Dude, just the thought of their parents on that dock watching that ship sink, thinking that their kid could be alive in some air pocket somewhere, those divers not being allowed to go in, infuriates the fuck out of me. Dude, it just... Like, yeah, obviously it's sad. It's horrible. 304 people lost their lives. That, I mean, the ship was going down. No, it wasn't. They didn't need to. The ship was overloaded by like 3 times what was supposed to be in there. It comes down to greed, corruption, covering shit up, trying to save your own ass, and unfortunately 300 plus students died because of it, and they were told to stay where they are. I don't know if they were like staying in their cabins or what the situation was, but how can you live with yourself after like telling people to stay where you are and then saving your own ass? How can you get on that ship? How can you get on that life ship knowing that you told other people to stay where they are and you know damn well they're gonna stay where they are and watch that ship go down? How do you live with yourself? How do you keep that how do you survive that? You don't. No fucking way would I ever get off that ship after I've told those kids to stay where they are, because I know damn well that they are supposed to respect their elders, their hungs or hyungs or whatever. Like, they're going to do what they're told. This is the culture. This is like what they're supposed to be doing. Hell, any culture. You go somewhere and you're a kid and an adult tells you to do something, 9 times out of 10, you're going to do it. How do you live with yourself? How do you sleep at night? How do you get on that ship knowing you know what's going to happen? You know they're not going to survive that. Even if the Coast Guard could come in, even if all those lifeboats and everything was going to come in, no way everybody survives. Nope. That's a massive ship, and it's sinking. There's no way, and it's on its side to navigate those halls, to navigate into each room where every single person must be. Like, not everybody was going to survive no matter what, but some of them could have. I hope the parents and the guy breaking down at the town hall meeting, like you say, I don't need money. I don't need, a pat in the back. I don't need to be consoled. Like, I want answers, and he deserves them. Let's get back into this.
Si trovano su questo treno, che è diviso in classi sociali. I più ricchi vivono nei vagoni anteriori, mentre i più umili nelle ultime carrozze. I poveri sono
Poor are constantly oppressed by the rich. And sometimes kidnapped. I don't know if that's part of the movie. Yeah. Okay, so they're talking about the movie now. I'm like, Jesus Christ, are they kidnapping kids over there too? Oh my God. There's a full documentary about the tragedy on YouTube. Oh my God, I'm gonna have to check this out. All right, so they're talking about the Snowpiercer train. Let's keep going.
Tutti gli uomini sopravvissuti si trovano su questo treno, che è diviso in classi sociali. I più ricchi vivono nei vagoni anteriori, mentre i più umili nelle ultime carrozze. I poveri sono continuamente oppressi dai ricchi, che arrivano a rapire alcuni dei loro bambini, e per questo organizzano una rivolta con lo scopo di arrivare alla testa del treno e prenderne possesso. Ma una volta arrivati scoprono che, per poter funzionare, il motore ha bisogno che dei bambini sufficientemente piccoli si occupino della sua manutenzione in condizioni terribili. Nel video Omelas sembra trovare instaurarsi simbolicamente all'interno del treno. Si tratta della rappresentazione dei vagoni riservati ai ricchi, che vivono sulle spalle dei poveri e dei bambini sfruttati. Entrambe le storie sono quindi un'allegoria delle società capitaliste attuali, dove chi ha il potere è disposto a sacrificare degli innocenti per il proprio tornaconto, il che è esattamente quello che è accaduto con l'incidente del Sewol.
Smart. Very clever.
뭐라고? 아 시간이 어딨어? 야 지금 시간이 문제야. 가족이 빠져서 그렇게 말해. 빨리 가 빨리. 제발. 한 사람이라도 살려주세요. 구조를 해야 될 거 아니냐고. 아니 사람이 살아있다고요. 이러라고 이 새끼야. 사람이 살아있다고 가족이 왔대. 빨리 구해줘 좀.
Dopo la morte
God damn it! How the fuck do you live with yourself? And it's cold too. I don't know if you noticed, everyone's wearing, you know, winter coats and stuff like that. So even if they are alive, they might be slowly, you know, just freezing to death. Cool. Cool.
한 사람이라도 살려주세요. 구조를 해야 될 거 아니냐고. 아니 사람이 살아있다고요. 이러라고 이 새끼야. 사람이 살아있다고 가족이 왔대. 빨리 구해줘 좀.
Dopo la morte di ragazzi
After the death of innocent children, there was a discharge of responsibility in search for scapegoats. Okay. The bodies were found by a civilian diver, but the Coast Guard attributed it to unlined, whatever the hell that is.
innocenti ci fu uno scarico di responsabilità e una ricerca di capri espiatori.
Undyne?
E così i volontari
And also volunteer rescuers became responsible for hindering non-existent recovery operations. Huh. They're gonna fucking pin this on the volunteers. Okay. Wow. That's a ballsy move.
in aiuto divennero responsabili di aver ostacolato operazioni di soccorso inesistenti.
Sorry, there's just a lot of text. The guys that made the movie was blacklisted by the government and then made a movie called Parasite and won an Oscar. Good for fucking him. I'm gonna say it. Fuck the Korean government. Fuck them. These guys suck. Jesus, man. Okay, all right.
Innocenti, ci fu uno
Volunteers are coming in. And then all of a sudden they become a scapegoat.
E una ricerca di capri espiatori. E così i volontari accorsi in aiuto.
What do you think about the criticism that it caused confusion in the rescue operations?
Divennero responsabili di aver ostacolato operazioni.
Do you really believe that you could save lives? And so the volunteer rescuers became responsible for hindering the non-existent recovery operations.
Di soccorso inesistenti. Furono inventate condizioni atmosferiche.
It's not that you couldn't save people, but you didn't, right? Were inverted adverse weather conditions were there inverted adverse weather conditions to dive?
Avversi alle immersioni e il governo fece persino
And the government even made sure that the families of the victims were painted by the press as revolutionaries and hungry for money. What the fuck? The family, oh my God. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? What, all right, maybe there was currents or something?
che la stampa dipingesse i familiari delle vittime come rivoluzionari affamati.
It was calm as a lake. Yeah, I mean, the water, it did look still, but I mean, still, I mean, there could be undertows and currents or something like that. I don't know the exact conditions of the water, so I can't believe the government they're pinning it on the volunteers, and then they're saying that the victims, their families, they're just money hungry. Who the fuck are these people?
Soldi, nel tentativo di manipolare
In an attempt to manipulate the public opinion against them. Cool. So yeah, they're trying to turn. So all right, yeah. Okay. There should be a goddamn revolution. Well, that's what I was thinking, Suze. Like, the water looks calm, but I can't tell if there's a current underneath the water. I don't know this exact area or anything. But I do know that this ship was owned and controlled by the government. This ship was 3 times over the load bearing that it should have been on it. And the Coast Guard, the government, didn't do shit and hindered rescuers from coming in there. And then now they're pinning this shit on not only the volunteer rescuers that are willing to go down and risk their own lives, mind you. All right, risk their own lives. They're pinning it on them and the families that are just saying, oh, they just want the attention. They just want the money. What a piece of shit. Yeah, they're trying to manipulate the public opinion against them. So these poor people that are on the docks, hoping that their kids are still alive in some air pocket, slowly freezing to death, are now, the government's now turning on them. Oh, God, this is so gross. It was completely about the money and corruption. I'm taking this back.
atmosferiche avversi alle immersioni e il governo fece persino in modo che la stampa dipingesse i familiari delle vittime come rivoluzionari affamati di soldi, nel tentativo di manipolare l'opinione pubblica contro di loro.
On March 30th, the victims and the families once again headed to the streets in an attempt to manipulate... Okay, it's still the same thing. Sorry, there's multiple subtitle things happening here.
Qui potete vedere...
They headed to the Blue House, demanding the administration... God dang it. This is the worst place subtitles ever. Made by the MOF must be discarded. Administrative rules. So the Blue House, is that kind of like the White House? I don't know what the Blue House is. Here you can see how journalists is pretending to be pressed by the crowd. Journalists trying to save their own skin or look good. They're acting. Blue House is the White House, but in Korea. Okay. How do they think that they can cover this up? How do they think that, like, you could try and sway the military opinion or whatever, but the fact of the matter is 304 people lost their lives on a government ship, and the Korean Coast Guard was not able to save them. And you think by turning it on the families and the volunteers, that's not going to get people to go crazy? Maybe it worked. Maybe the media lies worked. I don't know. But how do you think that would even...
Un giornalista stia fingendo di essere pressato dalla calca e come polizia e reporter stiano...
The police backed them all. All right. The police blocked them, although the president said they could visit at any time and any time to say to her. Okay, they're peaceful protesters, but I wouldn't get mad if they were violent. I'd be pissed. I'd be pissed.
Sui manifestanti del tutto pacifici.
But they're trying to paint them in a bad light.
I nastri gialli sono per
because of the Sewol tragedy and the yellow ribbons,
diventati un simbolo
it
della
becomes
lotta
symbol of the
contro
struggle against the Korean government's corruption. Holy shit, I had no idea how corrupt this government was.
la del governo coreano. C'è un motivo per
There's a reason why Big Hit and BTS chose to address these situations right now. This is ballsy. This is a ballsy move on BTS's part. Holy shit. The government was blacklisting any famous artists, singers if they talked about the Sewol Ferry tragedy, but BTS still created this song and went against the government and supported their victims. Oh my God, I have so much more respect for these guys now. Oh my God. Yeah, they just went up a couple notches in my book. They just went up a couple notches in my book. Good for them. It just brings me so much comfort and happiness knowing this song was on the #1 chart for 5 years in defiance of the corrupt government. Fuck yeah. I'm sorry, I know I'm swearing a lot. I'm worked up here.
Big Hit e BTS hanno scelto di affrontare questi temi proprio adesso. Negli ultimi
All right, what's the reason? The last month, many government members and President Park collaborators have been arrested for the corruption. Good. Good. I wonder who. I wonder. Yeah, I wonder who.
Molti funzionari governativi e collaboratori della presidentessa Park sono stati arrestati per corruzione.
The last month, many government members, President Park collaborators. I thought the president got arrested. Yeah, how do you dudes sleep at night? How do you guys sleep at night?
La stessa Park è stata
Park herself was interrogated in December 2016, even about his responsibility in the Sewol tragedy. Okay, so Park's a dude. I announced the impeachment motion against President Park. Gyu Han has passed. Did they impeach this motherfucker? I hope they did.
interrogata nel dicembre 2016 anche riguardo le sue responsabilità nella tragedia del Sewol e questo
And this March was dismissed from her office. Okay, they keep calling her and him. I'm not sure if it's a him or her. All right, good. Dismissed from her office and arrested. Hell yeah. Fuck you, President Park. It's a lady. All right. President was in prison for 5 years for the corruption. Good. Good. Good, man. Let's keep going.
marzo è stata destituita dalla sua carica e arrestata. È stata inoltre scoperta l'esistenza di una lista nera.
It's also discovered an existence of the government blacklist containing the names of nearly 10, they blacklisted 10,000 artists. What gives people the how do you even get to that level of audacity? How do you even become this person? How do you become this person?
Alternativa contenente I nomi di quasi 10.000 artisti che sono stati discriminati e
Also discriminated and censored for expressing subversive political views. Oh no, don't go against the power. Don't you say anything against me. Oh my
censurati per aver espresso idee politiche di sinistra o mostrato solidarietà alle famiglie delle vittime del naufragio.
For even showing sympathy. Oh my god.
Nella lista erano presenti anche I nomi del regista del film Snowpiercer assieme a uno degli attori principali e questo ci spiega ulteriormente il riferimento a questo film nel video di Spring Day. Quelle che vedete
Here you're seeing a shooting at the protests in recent months for Sewol. Jesus, man. How do you think you're gonna get away with that? How do you think you're gonna get away with with that kind of how do you think you can get away with that and then trying to pin it on the people and the volunteers and think this shit's not gonna happen? The level of cockiness and the level of arrogance to think that you can even pull something like this off is astounding to me. I'm glad. I'm so glad that they've been stripped of power. And I don't know the situation now in Korea, but I'm so glad this has been brought to light of day and they're not in power.
le immagini delle
Government forgot about the youth and how tragic it was, plus the internet. Yeah, there's the internet. You can't really get away with shit now on the internet.
proteste che sono avvenute in questi mesi a Seoul. Le luci rappresentano la speranza nel futuro della Corea. Tutto il paese, nonché vari artisti, hanno fortemente espresso la loro opposizione al governo. Nello show che state vedendo, i rapper al posto di sfidarsi tra loro hanno attaccato all'unisono l'amministrazione Park, ricordando fra l'altro la tragedia del Sewol.
I hope even the heroes are comfortable with where they are now. Talk about people who died to save some of the survivors. Oh, some people died to try to save some of the survivors, I guess. I can't show the full copyright. Okay.
아직 봄이 많이 춥네 그때 에어처럼 거긴 어때요 비에 빛들의 어둠을 이길 거야 나의 봄이 아직 시린 이유 떨어지는 꽃잎이 너무나 슬픈 이유 눈물에 젖은 꽃잎 우리의 봄 반성 없는 그들 미안 남은 우리의 몸 그날 이후
Le parole di questo pezzo non vi ricordano un po' il testo di Spring Day? Anche i BTS e la Big Hit non sono rimasti a guardare. Hanno segretamente donato
They secretly donated 100 million won, about $88,000, to the organization The Truth and Safer Society. Keyword here is secretive. They're not going out of their way, cutting a big check, making a big deal out of it, saying, hey, look at us. Look what we're doing. We're freedom fighters. No, this is something they truly believe in. And they could have gotten in a lot of trouble for what they're doing.
Milioni di won, circa 80.000 euro, all'Organizzazione per la Verità e per una società più sicura creata dalle famiglie coinvolte nel naufragio del Sewol. Nonostante la stampa non fosse stata informata, dopo il comeback la notizia è venuta a galla. La Big Hit ha confermato la donazione, aggiungendo solo che i ragazzi ritenevano la questione un affare personale.
Yeah, personally, it's a personal matter. They didn't make a big deal out of it. They could have. Could have been a huge publicity thing for them. They didn't.
Alla conferenza stampa dopo l'uscita dell'album, Rapmaster ha dichiarato che con i 4 brani di You Never Walk Alone, i BTS vogliono mostrare la speranza e la rinascita della gioventù che proviene dalla lotta e dalla disperazione.
우리들도 젊은 사람들도 그 한국 사회의 mi래를 생각하고 그럴 능력이 충분히 있다고 생각하고 앞으로 더 나은 그런 대한민국을 만들기 위해서 그런 노력을 할 수 있다고 생각을 합니다.
Ci sono molti simboli nei vestiti che indossano che rimandano a questi concetti. La tigre sulla maglia di V simboleggia la lotta, mentre l'ape, oltre ad essere un simbolo spesso associato alla
Well, the B, in addition to being often associated with rebirth. Okay. Butterfly or phoenix.
rinascita come la farfalla e le fenici, è anche un simbolo di operosità e si presta bene a rappresentare i giovani coreani. Il fiore blu sul maglione di Jimin rappresenta la memoria e il ricordo, e poi ci sono le ali, l'aereo, le piume. Si tratta quindi di un messaggio di
Wait. Sorry, they're going really fast here.
presta bene a rappresentare i giovani coreani. Il fiore blu sul maglione di Jimin rappresenta la memoria e il ricordo, e poi ci sono le ali, l'aereo, le piume.
Feathers in the plane. Oh yeah, look at that, the wallpaper.
Si tratta quindi di un messaggio di
Measures of solace and hope, the rebirth of an entire generation. Every little scene, every little thing means something.
conforto e di speranza nella rinascita di un'intera generazione che lotta affinché gli errori, la negligenza e la corruzione della società non debbano più ricadere su di essa e su coloro che verranno. Sono infatti proprio i giovani che stanno più soffrendo e pagando a causa dell'organizzazione sociale coreana. Non a caso il tasso di suicidi fra gli studenti di questa nazione è fra i più alti al mondo. Alle domande riguardo i riferimenti alla tragedia nel video di Spring Day, Rapmaster ha risposto: siamo piuttosto cauti nel parlare del naufragio
Be careful to talk about the Sewol tragedy. Yeah, might take out a hit on you. God knows what the government's going to do.
Sewol, ma credo che in quanto
But as a citizen of the country, I do believe we should feel some responsibility.
cittadini dello Stato dovremmo sentirci responsabili. Abbiamo donato perché
We donated because we want to help the Sewol Terry tragedy project.
volevamo aiutare il progetto. Dopo quello che vi ho mostrato,
After what I showed you, you can easily figure out why our guys are cautious. Yeah, they're cautious, but they're not too cautious.
potete facilmente immaginare perché i ragazzi siano cauti. Ma Rapmaster
But Rapmaster also said BTS will not remain silent about the social and unreasonable matters.
ha anche detto che i BTS non resteranno in silenzio riguardo le ragionevoli questioni sociali e che contribuiranno
And they will join them in breaking these problems.
a lottare contro questi problemi con la loro musica.
Oh my freaking god. Oh. Okay. Let's switch screens here. Okay. I didn't think it went that deep. That's so messed up, man. I'm sorry that I swore so much, but literally that made me so angry. That made me angry. Whew. We can take off emote only chat. You can take off emote only chat. You guys can chat now. Damn. The level of corruption and how the government can turn on their own people is honestly surprising. Holy shit. Whew. Guys, yeah, thanks for sitting through that whole thing with me. I think that I spent like an hour on that. But, holy shit. Yeah, I'm going to rewatch Spring Day now, 100%. I'm just kind of soaking that in. God damn. That made me angry. That made me sad. That video broke my heart. Just seeing the parents like on the side of the pier screaming, begging for somebody to help their kids in the water, thinking they could be alive, slowly freezing to death, and watching the Coast Guard just sit there like, no, we can't. The water's too choppy. And they're looking down and seeing a crystal clear lake. Like, come on, man. Come on. And the audacity of the government to think that they can cover something like that up or just flip the media and the general perception of the public by having the media turn on people like that and turn on the victims. God damn, that is ugly. That is so gross, man. That is so gross. I want to know how these people sleep at night. I want to know how they sleep at night. But at this point, my level of respect for BTS has officially just shot through the fucking roof, man. I thought it was cool before. I thought it was, you know, hey, man, they got a really intense group of fans, you know, that are really kind of cool and down to earth and very warm and welcoming people. All right, that's awesome. Hey, they got a couple cool bops, you know, they got a couple cool songs and some cool sound design, and they talk about some issues that are kind of important and mean a lot to people. All right, that's cool. Hey, they just put out an album. They put out Wings, you know, it's a beautiful album from start to finish, and from a production standpoint, it's a freaking masterpiece. Hey, that's cool, man. And then now I find out about this shit, and now my respect level for these guys is just through the roof, man. It's through the roof. This is a defiant slap in the face of the government and corruption, and they are on thin ice right here, man. They are on thin ice, especially after Am I Wrong? You know what I mean? Like, the government 100% knows about them, and the fact that this song spent 5 years on the Korean #1 chart, you can't forget about this. You can't forget about it. Who knows? Who knows if these people would have like been taken from power if this song did not exist. Holy shit, man. It never is it still in the charts to this day? Did I miss that? I thought it was not in the charts. Oh, this is just a different level, man. This is just a different level. Good. Good. Holy shit. Yeah, you Italians talk fast, man. The Italians can talk fast. Oh man. This made me angry and this made me sad and it broke my heart, but it made me respect the guys a lot more. I'm glad that I saw it. I'm obviously heartbroken that this happened. I'm obviously enraged and the response from the government. But I think it's absolutely beautiful that this song is still in the #1 spot 5 years later. And yeah. Hell yeah, man. Whew, I'm gonna have to check out the documentary for sure. I'm gonna have to check out the documentary 100%. I got this one so wrong. I thought this song was about like breaking up with a girl. Oh my god. It's so much deeper than that. I'm like, oh no, you broke up with a girlfriend. Well, you'll find a new one. Don't worry, you're BTS. Everybody loves you. Nope. Nope, I was wrong. Holy shit. Not #1, but it's still in the charts. Well, I'm just glad that like the message, the yellow ribbon is, hey, never forget. And a song for like 5 years since this happened is still on the charts, so you literally cannot forget. Oh my god. That was tough. That was a tough watch right there. Oh my god. Okay, let's rewatch that video now that we have a bit of context behind it. Oh my god. How do I get back to this thing? Is it still on this thing? No. Be on this thing. Dudes, can you put that link back in Is this a link right here? Can you put the link to Spring Day back in this document if you're watching? That's why you call a song Queen. Yeah, why do you guys call a song Queen? I get the song so wrong. I'm the worst reactor ever. I'm sorry. I tried. I thought this song was about a breakup girl or something, a breaking up with a girl or something. I was so wrong. I got this so wrong. And I'm sorry for the insensitive joke about the pile of clothes. If I knew, I would never would have said that. I did get it wrong. I thought the song was about like losing like a girlfriend or something. Well, thanks for understanding. Because she's never left the charts. You refer to the girl as I see. You refer to the song as a girl. This ship. Oh, here's the music video link again. All right. We're going to watch Spring Day now knowing what we know now. Oh man, this is gonna have a whole different meaning. Here we go. BTS even visited the families? Really? Yeah, I mean, BTS themselves even said this song is, you know, about a lot of things. So I just think, yeah, I think this song does have like multiple meanings and multiple things going on. I think obviously the tragedy is it's a big theme in it, and it's a lot of what they're talking about. But I think it's talking about things on a larger scale. Did many people, the other reactors, make the same mistake I did? Do other reactors think this is like a breakup song? All right, let's check this one out now, knowing what this is about, or at least one of the things this is about. Here we go. See, I thought he was hearing a train right here. I didn't realize it was a ship. Got the subtitles on, right? Yeah, I do. I like the fact, too, that they're actually on a train right here. And if this is about the ferry disaster, like they're not showing a ferry, they're showing a train and then tying it into like that Snowpiercer movie. I think that's like a subtle little, like, hey, no, it's not about the ferry. You know, we're in a train here. Totally different vehicle. Where's the subtitles? There we go. See, I thought when he says, I'm looking at your photo, I hate us, like it was like about a toxic relationship. There's no vacancy sign. Notice all the suitcases left behind? No. Oh, shit. All unkempt suitcases. That's what I'm saying, man. All these videos, like, there's nothing in... Everything has meaning. What's the suitcases left behind? Oh, my God. There's obviously the wallpaper, the background is supposed to be wings here.
시간조차 미워 우리가 변한 거지 뭐 모두가 그런 거지 뭐 그래 늙다 네가 난 떠났지만 단 하루도 널 잊은 적이 없었지 나 솔직히 보고 싶은데 이만 너를 지울게 그게 널 원망하기보단 덜 아프니까 이날 풀어내본다 연기처럼 하얀 연기처럼 말로는 지운다 해도 사실 난 아직 날 보내지 못하는데 난 꽃이 떨어져요 또 조금씩 멀어져요 보고 싶다 보고 싶다 보고 싶다 보고 싶다 얼마나 기다려라 또 몇 밤을 더 세워라 널 보게 될까 널 보게 될까 만나게 될까 만나게 될까 너 위로 my best friend 아침은 다시 올 거야 어떤 어둠도 어떤 계절도 영원할 순 없을 건데 비나 봐요 이 겨울도 끝이 나요 보고 싶다 보고 싶다 보고 싶다 보고 싶다 조금만 기다리면 며칠 밤만 더 세우면 만나러 갈게 만나러 갈게 데리러 갈게 데리러 갈게 추운 겨울 끝을 지나 다시 봄날이 올 때까지 꽃 피울 때까지 그곳에 좀 더 머물러줘 머물러줘
It's heavy. It's very heavy. Just can't stop thinking of those parents, man. Oof. I don't even know what to say. What do you say about something like that, you know? All right. I see why Spring Day means a lot to you guys. I thought it was something different, but I can see it. I see what you mean. I see why this is special. I understand why you call it your queen. I can understand why it spent so much time on the charts. You know, when I first heard like a snippet of this song, I was, you know, from the Rise earlier today, a couple hours ago, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. You know, there's some interesting melodies, kind of like this intertwining harmony with some, you know, this weird sound that I couldn't quite pinpoint. Vocals, you know, pretty good vocals, cool melody, but, you know, just a basic 4/4 beat. Some of the same style of sweeping synth melodies that came in. Now, albeit it was just like a clip, you know, here and there of the song. You know, I didn't give the full perspective of the song from start to finish. But I'm like, I remember just thinking, you know, a couple hours ago, I'm like, why do people like this one so much? Like, Lie is written 1,000 times better than this song, in my opinion. A lot of songs are just better written. From a musical standpoint, from a production standpoint, I'm talking about. I'm talking strictly melody and beats here, not lyrics. So I was trying to get it. I was trying to understand. I think I'm starting to understand. It means a lot to people. And I think it helps. Yeah, I think it might help process grief. I think it helps people remember what happened. I understand why this one is so special, but I had a hard time trying to figure it out just a couple hours ago when I heard like a sample of a song. I'm like, why is everybody freaking out about this one? You know, a lot of times when I listen to music, what comes first to me, if you guys don't know, I'm a musician myself. I always usually listen to the music first. The melodies is the first thing that I hear. You know, the production is the first thing I hear. I talk a lot about sound design, so that's just what my ear is naturally drawn to. And then, hey, if there's some great lyrics to go along with it, I'll investigate. But the music tends to be, you know, what I focus on first because it's my background. So I was focusing on that, you know, and I was focusing on the progression. And I'm like, okay, well, it's a cool little intertwining melody. I'm like, I guess, you know, it's pretty neat, but like, I don't understand why everybody's freaking out about this one. Now I get it. I'm definitely gonna want to watch the documentary on this whole accident and the corruption. I had no idea that it was this corrupt. You know, you hear about Korea and you think like there's these two crazy differences. You got North Korea, which is insane. It's an insane thing. Then right below that, you have like what, the third or the fourth largest economy in the world. You know, and they seem to be prospering, and they have some fantastic musicians, and they have all these shows, and like they're hardworking. But there's some serious issues that I have, and I'm sure you do as well, with South Korea as well. There's some insane mental health issues. Kids are committing suicide at an alarming rate. The government is doing bullshit like this. They're working themselves to death. They're all giving up on actually living their dream and doing what they want to do and flourishing as people, and just in hopes of getting that safe government job. This isn't the way to live, especially for an economy that's the third largest economy or fourth largest economy in the world. Like, I got some serious issues with like some of these things, and I'm sure a lot of you guys do too. Oh, man. Okay. I guess that was Spring Day. I have some reservations. All right. I guess I'm gonna get back to this album reaction. I don't know how I'm gonna do this after hearing that. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. My head is just like, yeah, all right. I'm gonna go back to list. I'm gonna attempt to do the album, but if I get through like one song, I'm still focused on this, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to finish this today. Where was I? Is it this one? I'm just gonna let it go. All right, what's the next song? Purple Ocean Project. Oh, the album's done. We're just watching fun video. Thank fucking God. There's no way I was going to be able to do that. There's no way I was going to be able to do that. Okay. Let's watch some cool performances and get a little bit more lighthearted. Oh my God. I'm like, how the hell am I going to do this? How am I going to focus on, like, my head? I don't even know how I'm going to do this. All right. Okay. All right. I can do this. We can watch some fun videos. We can clear the air. I think I just yelled at air. I just feel like I was just yelling, getting angry for the longest time, but let's do one of these.